sweet pupils. It is I, Zycon, ebb and flow. Oh my god, it's been 2 weeks and 8 days since I've, like 2 weeks and 9 days when I uploaded. 2 weeks, 8 days from recording it, and I am, even more broke than I was all that time ago. I'm down to like a whole $9, I think, which feels awful to have to say out loud and like it be a true statement. But there is the sun is rising on the horizon. It's not just all terrible, right now, which is good. I started rewatching like the last one that I uploaded of these my last vlog, and I'm just like, wow, that's fucking, it feels like a whole another lifetime has passed since then, and I'm only doing this because I know if I don't do it right now, I will continue to just put it off and not do it. So I'm like, I feel like I'm fighting my inner demons, and they have been winning quite a bit. I got a new job finally. I was like basically in limbo with not being able to find a job that both satisfies the need of money but also is a fun, cool place to work with interesting human beings. So I'm working in a warehouse for this company on the west side of Santa Cruz. I won't name names, we'll keep it on the DL. But if you're in my true intimate immediate circle, then I've told you, but keep the people on the periphery, because the immediate circle is also periphery of like me if I'm at the center, and then just people that I know in real life, and it's like everybody else who, if somehow for some reason watches these eventually at some point, which is like, they try to use that as an excuse to not do this, because like putting things out in public can be detrimental to your long-term well-being. But for some reason, I'm gonna suffer through doing this, mostly to hold myself accountable and to like be able to look back in a thousand years and be like, oh yeah, look, this was the progression, and like, oh yeah, look, he took fucking breaks when his life was falling apart, because you gotta fucking be gentle with yourself and be honest with just where you're at and what the fuck's going on. So yeah, fucking, there's been some good shit though, even though it was tough to get back to this point, and I haven't been uploading podcasts either because I can't go back to the studio to record them, which kind of sucks, and I blew off one person who I could have recorded in person with. But when you're not feeling motivated and you're really, really concerned about where your next meal is going to come from, or you're stealing bread from the mouth of decadence, then like you just kind of gotta like live in that and not try to like be a funny, schmarmy, entertaining fucking dude for random people when you're not in the mood to do it, or you don't feel like you have the energy to do it because you're not eating a lot. Rough, tough, and rumble, baby. Rough, tough, and rumble. But I mean, like, this perspective kind of keeps me sane a little bit when I'm dealing with these circumstances. Is like, most people are poor, so I'm in the crowd of most human beings. Like, there's like only like 3,000 or 4,000 billionaires and however many tens of thousands of millionaires, and then there's just like the rest of the people who are doing decently financially, and then there's just a bunch of shit ton of poor people. So I'm rocking with the best. The best of the worst, or the worst of the best, I don't know. Trying to make myself laugh. It's the best medicine. I guess coming back to the beginning of the ramble, work this job and start school, and that's one of the things that's like a breath of economical fresh air right now, is that I'm getting a refund from the college that I'm attending, and that'll help me get through the next week until I get the first paycheck, and then from there I can kind of see like where to actually put my money, and because my debit card also expired, so I'm just gonna like not get a new one from the bank that I use, just use my Venmo one until I move to Hawaii, and then when I have the one in Hawaii, just use that one till I have to figure out what the fuck's gonna happen in the next chapter of the next, because for some reason in my mind that's a way to divide up your life into little chunks of fucking when your next debit card is going to expire in 2 or 3 or 4 years or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, just starting school, working this part-time job, trying to find another part-time job, and then I'm gonna try to like stay on top of doing this and like practice the guitar, and hopefully at some point go back to open mics maybe, and just like, because I've also been, this is super random, but like in this haze of fucking being broke has just been this like constantly watching YouTube videos and pouring in all this information and not being a good like creative productive human being. Is just this like passive consumer, which is I guess a normal thing to do, but I don't enjoy it. I'm very much like to be solitary and feel like I'm my own person, but doing things like that makes that difficult. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, just trying to like basically wring myself out of these like other people's opinions and other thoughts that are just like if your mind is like a fucking pond, that if you're always pouring shit in it, or if there's fucking negative emotions that are like storms that are always shaking your shit up, that it's like hard to be like centered and grounded and like even keel, which is something that I prefer to be that way versus this like weird hyperactive ADHD TikTok brain rot bullshit that I've kind of just been allowing to go, because it's been a way to be able to like desync or what's the word, like not discombobulate but disassociate from how tough it has been. But I'm like right there about to get this refund and make it through this week, and once I get in a cycle of like actually having money coming in, I'll basically be recovered, and like hopefully school will force me to focus on this like next thing and be able to put the last 2 months behind me, and doing this is like a confirmation of like, hey look, I can do it, I can suffer through. Because even like I don't think anyone watches these, and I know that they don't, and if you do, you do, and I appreciate it, and it's really mostly for me to be able to look back and like cringe at myself and be like, yeah, that was fucking tough, but I fucking did it. And there was something I wanted to say about looking forward to something. I don't know, but right, there's just I'll say this, I guess. There's just I did this random gig off of Craigslist. I helped this dude move, made like $110 because I found $10 on the ground, which was cool. And then I got to dress up as a fucking box of fucking mac and cheese, or a pouch of mac and cheese for this company. And they gave me like $50 for doing that, and a bag of mac and cheese, which has helped me survive. Man, it's fucking weird to have to say that shit, but oh my god, it's just, my life is just so ridiculous, and I feel like I've really crossed over to the next like chapter of like, it's gonna be less difficult. Like, it's still gonna not be super duper great, but it's gonna be less bad than it was. So that's what I'm doing. Fucking the Lord Huron song, or Huron, I don't know what the fuck the hell they say their shit, but it's like, I'm not dead yet. So that's hopefully the thumbnail of this thing and what's going on. I think this is 48. Yeah, number 48. So smile more, complain less, never ever ever give up until you discern is for your darndest best. Namaste, have a great day. Slosh, you know it's nighttime soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe to keep the algorithm satisfied. And if I don't catch you on the flip side while I'm alive, if I don't see you while I'm alive, I'll catch you on the flip side after I die. That's what I should have said. There you go. See you later. Mahalo and much love. Big love. Big love ahead. Mountaintops. You're scared. That's a fucking song. And enjoy.